We live?
I think we are live.
So I've been waiting for a while right now. Anyways, guys, welcome back to another radio show. It's been, like a year, I feel like.
It has been
long
about
time.
11 months to a year since we have done a radio show. And as you can guess, many, many things have happened.
A lot.
Last time we were actually talking about Elizabeth Warren, who is running for president.
But
We
we
actually-
had no news, but Elizabeth Warren has officially dropped out.
A while ago, and we had many other Democratic candidates running.
I think we're all happy.
We had Mike Bloomberg,
Oh, God. I mean, I feel
who he really tried to push his agenda out and try to put it out there, but nobody cared.
He kind of tricked me. Sometimes
Mhm.
I saw his ads, and they looked like, they made him seem really good on his YouTube
But
ads.
you go read about his policies, and you're gonna have really high taxes, just everything, the whole Democrat package, just put into one person. Just basically what
He sucked. pretty
But
much.
anyways, Mike Bloomberg has dropped out. Then next up we had Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden.
I feel like
left.
Mike Bloomberg looks kind of a dick since day one.
He was a dick. Mini Mike is what Trump called him. He was, a
Mike.
small fella.
I love how he has little
nickname
nicknames
for
for
each one.
everybody. What's his
was-
nickname for Bernie?
Bernie. Actually, I don't know.
Does Bernie know like a red wizard?
He
Skin?
does. Yeah. But anyways, Bernie, actually, I think a month or two ago.
Dropped out.
I think it was last month.
I
It was in April
I'm
sometime.
so happy Bernie dropped
We were all
out.
glad. He was a democratic socialist. He wanted our country to basically be like one of those other countries.
Like Russia and China. I'm
Like,
so happy
a really
he didn't get in.
socialist country where you don't get what you work for, which is basically socialism.
Okay, what I was talking about
Control
before is
governments.
how can you want to have socialism? Socialism.
How can you want to have socialism? I have no idea. I think the government really pushes onto people that socialism is there for them, for the people. And
But
they don't
it's
tell you
so
that you're not getting what you work for. There's no rich, there's no poor, everybody's the same, and you don't really get to decide what you do with your money. It's all up to
So,
the government.
is our government wants it to be like that?
No.
Okay.
The stupid Democrats want democratic socialism.
That is so fucked up, guys.
But anyways, Bernie dropped
By the
out.
way, guys,
There were
this
many-
is an 18 plus radio show.
Yeah, so if you have children, if you don't want children to hear explicit language, then do not
What
do
would you
that.
say?
If you don't want children to hear. But, what was I saying?
I don't remember. We have a lot going on right
We
now.
do. So after Bernie dropped out, the Democrats were all crying. They made up this little song. Please don't make me vote for Joe Biden. And they said it as they cried in videos. You seen that?
I think so.
And
I'm gonna play
well,
this
the
song
thing
right
is,
now. I'm gonna play this song right now. You can keep talking.
Yeah, I can keep talking. Joe Biden himself is a pedophile. He's the only one left. He is a Democratic nominee. The Democrats are all trying to keep Biden in the basement, so to speak. They don't want him talking because every time he says something,
Sit.
he messes something up. Yeah, skip it a little bit. We're gonna play a song for you guys. I think that's it. Yep. Woo! Woohoo! Yeah!
Got a good beat though.
Yay, there's another option!
Ow!
Oh, you good?
I was dancing too hard to it. What's this one?
Kill me.
Can we look at this?
I wish you people could see. She's
Can we
wearing
look
a
at this
tie-dye
transgender
baggy
lesbian piece of
pants
shit?
and a beanie. Then
Oh,
don't!
God.
There is a wonderful option out there for you.
What I want to know is if people hate Joe Biden so much, then how did he get to the last?
I have no idea. Bernie gave up.
He
Bernie
did?
could have kept pushing, but
Why did he give up?
it was all too much for him. I think his age was catching up with him, but Joe Biden's age has caught up with him and knocked him to the ground, I'll tell you that.
He has dementia on shit.
He is a demented old man.
Jackass. Pedophile. He doesn't know where the fuck
If
he
you
is half
guys
the
don't
time.
believe us, like, Joe Biden is known for smelling women. Little girls.
This includes Clinton, too, and
And he gave
it's-
her, like, a big hug. She's trying to pull away from him, but
You
no,
could tell,
he
but-
grips harder.
I'm going to actually get up this video.
Does Joe Biden have a brother? I'm lucky I have 2 younger brothers. I'm the oldest of 3, and I've got a sister who's the love of my life.
What does
We
it
have
say
to
on
talk
here?
about that. If you guys didn't hear it, let's get a replay.
Who's the love of my life.
One more replay.
I'm the oldest of 3, and I've got a sister who's the love of my life.
If you didn't hear that, you're deaf or you're not trying to hear it. He pretty
Because-
much just fucking said he has a sister that is the love of his wife.
And I don't doubt that for a second.
What do you think he does with her?
I don't know, but we're not even gonna
Do
get
we wanna
into
know?
that. No, we don't want to know. So, I don't know if you guys have seen, he's got his wife and his sister sitting there. He mixes them all up. He's like, oh, I got my wife here, my sister here. He mixes them all up.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah. And, something he said quite recently in May, it's actually June 1st as we get this radio show, but in May, he said something very racist and rude and terrible to people that if Trump had said something like this, that would be it. They'd be trying to impeach him again. And speaking of impeachment, we can get into that. But what he said was, if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. To his black voters. There are many black people that love Donald Trump, that vote for Donald Trump, and that's extremely offensive to them. And what if there's black people who just don't vote at all?
That's
You know?
making... So pretty much, I don't know if this actually works on anybody, I feel like it'd be kind of dumb to do this, but this is going to make our people of the country that are black want to actually vote for him because they feel like...
Only if they're stupid enough to feel like they're forced to, because he said that.
Because he's making people feel like, oh, I'm forced to vote for
And
you, I'm
the
not black.
Democrats and the mainstream media are just stuffing this stuff into the corner. They don't want anyone to hear about this stuff because they
Pretty
want
much they're
Biden.
locking him into the basement. They're
Yep.
not. They do not want him to come out
Every
and open
time
his
he
mouth.
opens his mouth,
It's
more garbage pours out. into
Honestly,
his-
at this point, it's like his mouth is an asshole. Because the only thing that I see that's coming out is shit. Every single thing he has.
He.
Where he's talking.
Oh my god! We can just play. Can you get a clip? Try to get a clip of Joe Biden mixing up words or something. Just get a clip of demented Joe Biden. But if you guys haven't seen, I really suggest, and especially if you're considering voting for Biden, I really suggest looking at the
Which
second
one?
dose. Dude, I think this one was really messed up.
This one?
He was talking about COVID, yeah.
Hey y'all.
Oh, sorry, it's an ad.
Silk. Listen, President Trump's birthday is right around the
I wanna
corner.
see this.
Yes. And this
Also
Birthday
from the White
card.
House this
Okay,
morning,
so-
President Trump said he had a friendly phone conversation with former Vice President Joe Biden on Monday to talk about
Wait, who is Joe Biden the vice president of?
Obama. I know, right?
What the fuck?
the f-
So maybe Joe Biden's gonna try to get Obama.
As his vice.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe. Can he?
I really wouldn't be surprised
But, So
Dude.
one of the ones,
if Obama's gonna try to get in the White House again.
yeah,
He kept
he
trying to
loved
get in.
his time.
He loved it. All the money.
Golfing, the pizza, he earned so much
Trump
money.
does golf a lot, but
Trump lost money.
yeah, but Trump golfs, but I have to say he
But not in
deserves.
times-
He owns it and he deserves
He
it.
totally does, but not in times where
Guys, keep in
needed.
mind he's only been president for 4 years and he's done more than I'd say any other president has done in our whole
He's
history
doing
of our country.
so much right now, like with the pandemic and everything, the way you can see he's like so exhausted, and he was coming out every day at one point to talk and address it, and you could see how exhausted he was. And
Could you?
yeah, you could just tell by his voice, but he still came out and he still did it.
Hopefully this doesn't drive him to having a heart attack.
I
or
know,
something.
right? Speaking of
They should give him a
the
little break.
pandemic, that's another thing we totally have to talk about. We're only 9 minutes in, we've got time, loads of time.
federal response to the coronavirus pandemic. Mr. Trump said it was a good call and that Biden made several suggestions. Mr. Biden sat down with me just before that call, and I asked him what should be done about the November 3rd election if it's not safe yet to vote in person. I'd much prefer to have in-person voting, but it depends. It depends on the state of play, but we cannot delay or postpone a constitutionally required November election. And you can see more of my
I don't think
one-on-one
that's the one I
interview
saw.
with former Vice President Joe Biden.
Wasn't that one we were working for, but
Sorry about that, guys, but
whatever.
anyway,
Anyways,
I don't agree with mail-in voting. Biden does.
what does
Because
that
they're
mean?
gonna, mail-in voting, they're gonna make a lot of scams out of that.
Can't you send in two under a fake name or dead name?
You could do. They could mess a lot of stuff up, and they could totally like. The liberals are totally gonna try to rig that, because they want Biden. Lots of them want Biden.
What else are they gonna try to do with it?
Who knows? But Trump doesn't want that. He's trying everything he can to stop it. I don't think we're gonna have that. I think it's pretty much
Hopefully we don't.
canceled. Yeah, because. So we've got the pandemic. China totally fucked our country and many more. But
Chinese
especially our
wankers
country.
is what I'm trying to call them.
Yep, totally. That's what they are. They're wankers.
They're complete asshats. They're just all 6 tons of bitches.
So I really truly think that this was on purpose.
It's
Okay.
hard saying that.
But China is getting better. We're not. I think it was on purpose because
Are China really getting better?
China wanted to be on top with their economy, and we were just ahead of them. Actually, way ahead of them, but they were the next. They
How
wanted
is
to,
the economy?
They wanted their economy to be really high. So they decided there's a lot of rumors about a lab. They released this from a lab and just, spread this out. And they wanted it to get everywhere, and they knew it would. There's rumors that they've had it hidden for a long time. And one thing the Chinese hate, it's Trump. They have hated him since he came in, because he wants to lessen the trade deals with China.
Anyways, I just got a message from my buddy. That's it.
So, anyway, you can add on to some of this if you want.
Wait a sec.
But yeah, I totally think that's true. They want the economy to fail, and they want people to be like, oh, Trump wasn't so good after all. Just because the coronavirus ruined his work, or they're trying to make it ruin his work,
So,
but it's not
what
because he's
I
reopening
think
stuff.
must have
but,
happened is...
But what
I
I'm
think-
saying is, one more thing I have to say. If the economy fails and people think it's Trump's fault, less people are going to vote for Trump. Therefore, we're going to get a president who wants to do more trade deals with China. Because Trump wants to cut off
The Chinese want Joe Biden to get elected
Yeah.
so they can keep doing trade
it
deals
down.
with the U.S. What I think might happen is I don't want Chinese people to try to sneak in votes for Joe Biden.
Oh, God.
That's gonna be the next thing.
Who
They're gonna be
knows?
hacking into our systems and trying to. So, last 2016 election with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, a lot of people thought that Russia
Was involved.
hacked into Donald Trump's
But they
election.
did
and
prove
put it
that-
higher.
Yeah, they did
Something like
prove
that.
that was bullshit.
False.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone really believes it since
Nobody
the first
did.
rumor came out with it. But something I want to say is I'm pretty sure I did hear something like it was a rumor that North Korea made the virus, super
was a rumor.
carefully gave it to a Chinese guy, sent it back to China,
Mm-hmm.
and so we could
To
get
blame
it
it on the
and blame it
Chinese.
on the Chinese. So,
It's just a rumor
North
because
Korea obviously hates us.
right before the virus came,
On Christmas,
before Christmas,
Rocket Man,
Rocket Man over here, Kim Jong-un,
he goes, I got a present for,
the U.S. Christmas present.
and we never got it, so we think
But we
that-
started to see
I,
our
don't,
first
I find this
cases.
topic right here just to be boring, the whole Christmas present topic with him.
What do you mean?
I just find it to be a boring topic.
Yeah, we gotta go into it, It's not much to go into, but
It's just that
But,
nothing
you know,
actually
it could've-
happens, but we're thinking maybe
Slight
he's
chance.
behind COVID-19.
he is lied about the numbers. And speaking of Kim Jong-un, he had quite a scare there. His health condition is really failing. He's got heart issues. He's very overweight.
He's heavy, he smokes, and he has heart conditions, and
We hadn't seen him in public
He was pretty
before.
much
It was a very
dying.
special event. I'm not sure what it was because I'm not up to date with all North Korea's events, but he wasn't there for it. First time, I think, ever. Many of the North Korean leaders had come for it. Oh, there's a moth in our room. But, he wasn't there for it. People did end up seeing him after that, but
a lot of people
while
think it was a
after.
lookalike.
yeah, and his health really is failing. That's no rumor.
But, do you think it was Kim Jong-un, or do you
I don't know.
think it was a lookalike?
We don't know.
I'm just leaning towards a lookalike more.
Who knows? Because honestly, not to be rude, but those people really, a lot of them look the same, and you can totally fake that appearance.
Especially with North Korea.
There
is
isn't
very
really any diversity there.
North Korea is very, very high on their technology, their science, and
They
their
seem to be.
and their nuclear
Yeah.
weapons. They're a very powerful country when it comes to
They do
their
seem to be.
nuclear
Yes.
weapons.
But
They're one country that I do not think
I think
America wants to get into a war
Trump's
with.
scared Kim Jong Un.
With what? We don't have nuclear weapons like him.
But Kim Jong Un, he's, I don't know if they're just pretending to be, but I don't think Trump likes him. But they're allies.
Mm.
But anyways,
So one thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you looked into this much. It's war with China.
oh, with China,
I have very.
they
I've
were.
seen.
Oh, by the way, we can talk about the Iraq thing in a minute. Iran. I'm
I
sorry.
have seen a lot, and I mean a lot, of rumors about a World War III with China and maybe North
because
Korea.
of what they've done.
The country is very mad
Who would
at.
be on our side?
I think North Korea and
Who's
China
ally?
would be going at us. We don't have many allies.
Because it's all the fucking Commonwealth.
Here's-
Everyone's under the Commonwealth with fucking Britain.
Because everybody's like, everybody hates us because we're better than them, so we don't have many allies.
True.
But Britain might be on our side.
China hates
We're
us
good
for
with
it.
Britain.
We're
And-
good with Britain, but are we allies with them?
Honestly,
Or are they just
I
not
feel
gonna
like there
get
might be a
involved?
chance that Japan might be on our side.
Who
but
knows? But
After that, do you think they really would be?
I don't know.
That's what I don't understand. Why would they be on our side if, I don't know, Japan, they might be on our side. I'm not sure.
We really don't know. Like, we're
But-
not saying there's gonna be a war. Just a rumor.
But I feel like there's almost a high chance.
So
or
one thing that's
it could happen one of these days.
who knows?
I want to talk about that. I
Yeah.
really do. I think our army is pretty strong, but our economy is definitely going down, and our men are definitely
Oh, our economy
falling.
is still on top by far. It has gone down because of the virus, but it's still on top.
Yeah,
by
because
far.
of these goddamn
because
riots and shit. They make
and
our
yeah,
economy
that
go
too.
down.
But the Democrats really want to keep everyone inside, and the states are really starting to lift up on their social distancing, and
Meanwhile, Massachusetts is still fucked.
we're lifting off. We're doing quite good,
Ugh,
actually.
I don't know.
We're lifting up our restrictions. That's what I mean to
Seems
say.
like compared to China.
We're gonna go into stage 2 soon, but anyways, a lot of like the Michigan governor, she's a Democrat. There was a lot of crap going on over there. She wouldn't even let people get a haircut. People are suffering because they can't run their businesses. There's people that live off their businesses, you know,
Mhm.
and that just businesses are like what keeps it going, you know.
The thing I want to talk about here is, she's not running off this, but our grandmother,
She has a
beauty salon, and she does not rely on it, but she does get a lot of her money off.
Yeah, she does.
A decent amount of it. And
'Cause she owns
actually,
2 houses.
she's been going back there, which is good
Yeah,
for
no,
her.
that's all done. You can go back to those now.
But in Michigan, can you?
Don't think so.
Oh my god.
That's what's up.
And their numbers aren't even as high as ours, are they?
No. And the conservatives are protesting peacefully. They were wearing masks.
What are the, that's our people?
Yeah. They were holding signs and wearing masks. They weren't doing any damage. They were not harming a single soul. And everyone flipped out about them getting the virus.
Now, can
Now-
we take a look at these fucking
We have these people
riots and shit? There's groups
after
of
the
thousands.
George Floyd incident. We have these thousands and thousands of people.
Millions, you think?
I don't know. We have thousands and thousands of people rioting, destroying things. It's what they call a protest, but it's not. It's an excuse.
I say we
to
save
get
that
away
for
with
another
crime.
radio show, because that's
But what I'm just
such a
saying,
big topic.
what I'm just saying
And
is,
it's right now what's happening.
yeah, I'm
at
just gonna
this
get
very
into
minute,
it a
every
tiny
night.
bit just to say that nobody is talking about coronavirus anymore, and nobody is even saying anything bad about these people rioting during the virus. And when our small groups of conservatives were peacefully protesting, nobody was making a big deal about them getting sick.
What were they protesting about?
They couldn't work.
It's on. I feel bad for them. You want to know something that I want to talk about? That all these people, all of our people that run businesses in the areas of the riots, their businesses are
They're being
being
destroyed.
by these assholes, and they can't do anything about it except watch. And it actually, and honestly, it hurts my heart to see this.
It does.
It's horrible.
Like, I saw this poor man. He was a black man. And, what happened was, the riots destroyed his business.
I saw it,
And he took so long to build it up.
it honestly, it almost brought me to tears. I think it did.
I know, yeah.
It was horrible.
Honestly, he was
It
crying.
broke my heart. He was crying, and it doesn't help he was a black guy.
Uh-huh. They didn't care.
A
This
good man.
this isn't about what happened to George Floyd, which, yeah,
This
it was
is-
wrong, but the cop he's arrested now. You know?
Uh-huh.
They got what they wanted.
This is a sorry excuse for crime.
Sorry excuse. And you know what people are doing? They're putting up on their store black owned, so that way they won't destroy it. Now, I'm not saying that racism does not exist for white people to black people, because it does. But now the black people are totally openly racist towards white people, killing them brutally. Innocent white people.
Brutally? What is that? I never heard
They've
of
been
it.
killing them brutally. They beaten a cop to death who did nothing wrong. He was trying to protect people. They beat him to death. They're just going over and shooting and killing innocent people.
I'm seeing that these gun stores are still selling guns to people.
Without a license?
They're selling guns to people that are the riots. Why sell a gun to somebody that's gonna actually just kill people with it the way they're doing?
Are they? Maybe they're with them.
Yes, I've seen it.
Maybe they're with them, and they shouldn't own the shop.
I did hear that Donald Trump sent out the army to take care of this.
Oh
shit.
yeah, he's like, do one more thing. I'm gonna send out the army. It's gonna happen.
The actual
National Guard is out. They were up in Boston.
What is the National Guard, pretty much?
It's like a branch of the military, but it's not as...
Dude, if we the actual military coming out, then they'd have absolutely nothing.
Oh,
they're
totally. And
not.
that's what Trump's threatening to do. And I think it's totally right, you know?
I think you should go out there with the jets that have the machine guns and start shooting at them and killing them.
Oh, totally.
Just totally spraying down on them.
They're spraying tear gas. They have curfews.
What's curfews? I never
Curfew is
heard
a
of
certain
that
time
one.
you have to stay in the house. You have to. And they're gonna enforce that by, like, shooting flare guns at people and stuff.
Mhm. I've seen snipe. So what pretty much I saw is at the White House they had tanks guarding the front door.
Good. That's excellent. Because we don't want something to happen to Trump. And you know they try.
Mhm.
They're somehow blaming Trump for this. Trump's talking about how this was a tragic incident and it was horrible that had to happen, but the cop got his justice served, you know? He got his...
If they really want justice, then I don't know. We hang the cop. We kill him.
He's already in prison.
What justice do they want?
That's what they wanted, but they're not happy with it.
They want justice. Put the guy down, and then they can stop.
They don't want justice. They want an excuse for crime.
So what I pretty much at the White House is tanks circling it, army circling it,
Good.
snipers on the roof,
SWAT everywhere.
machine guns on the roof.
Good.
But they're our people, so if anyone comes in there, they have no chance. They'll get sprayed down instantly by
Mm-hmm.
heavy machine gunners on the
'Cause-
roof and shit, and snipers and tanks.
At a time like this, especially, we can't lose Trump.
they're not gonna let them get anywhere near.
Oh
it.
no.
If they have to, I'm sure they'll blow their brains out with the tanks and
They
shit.
will.
Which
They'll
I honestly
fly
love
over
to
them
see that.
and
Wouldn't
shit.
care.
These people are also blocking highways, blocking many roads. And they act shocked when people have finally had enough of their car. They climb all over the car, smash it, vandalize it. Then people have enough and they plow right through them, run them over. And then they act all shocked.
Oh my god, it's funny.
Like, oh wow, I stood in front of someone's car. I got run over. Wow.
I stood
big
in front of
surprise.
someone's car and I broke their windshield and shit, and I sprayed spray paint on it.
And
I'm,
tried to
I'm
punch the
dead
people
now.
inside. Honestly, these people should all just be mass killed. There's nothing else
What
we
does
can
that
do
mean?
about it. We need to protect our innocent people.
Yes, we do. We do.
We need to protect our society and our people that
No,
have done
we're
nothing
not.
wrong.
We need to do that.
Black and white, whatever color they are, they're people. And nobody seems to realize that. Like, everything's got to be about race.
I know. It's like the world revolves around it. People are
But when
people.
it comes down to a human, like, the skin color doesn't matter.
Skin color literally means nothing. It's a fucking color.
I know.
It's
Honestly,
a color, guys. You have to listen to this.
it's a color. Okay?
Think about this. Say you're gonna buy a cup at a store. The only cup they sell is black cups.
Are you not going to buy
You
it?
pick up one of the cups and you say, "Oh, this is just what I'm looking for." What's the difference between two of the cups that are the same thing and they're colored the same color?
Nothing.
Nothing's the difference, and
Because
that
they
is
both hold a drink.
and that's the same with our people. Okay? Some white people are assholes, some black people are assholes.
Yeah.
Some people are assholes.
Some white
period.
people are good, and some black people are good.
That's,
most of them
it's
are
the
good.
end of the story. Yes, I've met a lot of black people.
And they're great people.
Yes, exactly.
There's nothing in... But then the black people there's a lot of black people who just are very racist against white people, and that's what's going on
And
right
that-
now.
I honestly feel like that gives some white people to have a reason to be racist.
They're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not just gonna be afraid of any black person. I'm gonna be afraid of. We're gonna have
The
riots
thugs.
in our city. We're gonna have protests in our city, 5 minutes from our home. On Thursday.
This is a popular city in our
On
state.
Thursday, yeah. And we're just
They
really
want
hoping
to.
and praying it doesn't turn to riots, because I wouldn't want to be anywhere near one of those mobs. Just because of my skin color,
Mhm.
you know? I would just be beaten to death.
Got that pepper spray over there.
Angry mobs.
That's not going to do anything against huge
No.
groups of people.
Angry
There's
mobs.
nothing you can do about it.
And it just... These
Which is
people
why
are
I'm
shameful.
saying-
They're extremely shameful.
Which is why I'm saying, call the army, take care of it. That's all I want to
There's
see.
white and black people doing this. But the black people that are doing this...
All the
they
fucking
just
white
hate all
people
whites.
are liberals, college kids. They have no
They've had
experience in
everything
life.
handed to them. Everything.
This is something I've actually heard our dad say personally that I agree with. Nowadays, people can't do anything themselves. Everything
Nope.
has to be done for them. You
Nope.
can't do anything yourself.
And he gets this experience even at his job.
People are they're shitbirds.
They're clueless. They're
They
helpless.
can do nothing themselves. And I agree with it. I think the whole thing is, it's how it really is. It's ridiculous.
Uh-huh. Especially
This is how these college kids
the
are.
college
Everything is
students.
given to them.
the liberals. Everything is just handed to them on a silver platter. Golden platter, I'd say.
You think we should wrap it up?
For tonight, yeah, we can wrap it up. We've done about a half an hour. We will definitely be catching up with you guys. Not sure when, but we have covered a lot. Some topics more than others.
We got into the rioting though.
We've
I
really
haven't
got to the
even-
writing. We have
I
more-
haven't even looked into the rioting a lot, except
No.
for the TikToks I've seen.
We haven't. And we'll be posting virus updates too if we can. Just stuff that's going on in the world.
Oh,
And
I honestly don't want to hear
Joe
about the
Biden.
virus.
Mhm,
Right.
here.
That's the worst thing.
And the Joe Biden stuff. But yeah,
Anyways, we really do hope you guys enjoyed this.
you enjoyed our show.
Anyways, we'll see you in the next one. It's a radio show. I'm not gonna tell them to subscribe.
Yeah.
See you in the next one, guys.
But you can subscribe if you want more radio shows like this.
If you do, seriously, for all you white people that are scared, stay safe,
From the
stay in your
mobs.
home.
And all the black people that are afraid. Anyone who's afraid. Doesn't matter your skin color.
You know, skin color, fuck it. We have to stop talking about skin color.
The less we talk about race, the
We're
less
all
it's gonna be
we're
an
all
issue.
in America. We have to stop with this skin color shit.
Yeah, really.
We're all the same. You know,
So,
I
yeah.
really feel like I can't open my mouth about skin color at all. I'm gonna be called racist, and
Mhm.
I can't stand it anymore. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.